Hi guys, I'm Shinin. Let's begin the video. Alright guys, today we're gonna test both Dark Mage and Dark Lancer and try to analyze on what's best to use for an offensive class. Is it gonna be the penetration of Dark Lancer or the plus 200 attack power of Dark Mage? As you can see, we're currently using the Dark Lancer class. For this test, you can see we can hit the mobs with an average of 1.5, I guess, average of 1.5 attack power or per hit on the monsters that we're hitting right now. Because as you can see, we're hitting 1.3 to 1.6, 1.7. Let's wait until we can gather the max buff for the Dark Lancer. So I guess it's gonna be like 50 hits. So let's start at 25, and we're gonna use the Wild Dance ability as well. 1.9 maximum. 1.5. Alright, so it's not really consistent in terms of damage because as you can see, we're hitting the mobs for 1.2, 1.3, 1.5 up to 1.8. That's not counting the critical damage. So it's a little bit inconsistent in terms of damage. So I guess the average hit that we're doing to the monsters is 1.5. And for the stats, by the way, I'm using 30 dex and 20 lock, so that's the baseline for both of the classes that we're gonna test. For the stats, 700 attack, defense penetration, I guess I forgot to put it here. So there you go, it's not actually here. But as you can see, we have 700 attack. We're doing an average of 1.5 damage with all of the buffs. And we're using the monster oil, by the way, but not the whetstone because we ran out. For the attack speed, we have like 68 right now. 68 attack speed, and we're hitting an average of 1.5 in our Dark Lancer. As for the abilities, guys, I'm using the Blink and Wanderer for the abilities for Trick, so we can close the gap faster. For the combat, of course, we're using Wild Dance and Polished Weapons because we want to be offensive. For the defense abilities, we're using Create Barrier and Parry. So those are the abilities that we're currently using for Dark Lancer. So thoughts on the Dark Lancer? This is the favorite one that I'm using. Even though it's a little bit inconsistent in terms of damage per hit. So if we can average that, we're hitting like 1.5 average to monsters. So let's head now to Dark Mage. You can see we have the damage right here. So let's switch to Dark Mage so we can compare them. Oops. For the Dark Mage, we're gonna be using the same Trick ability to close the gap. So that's gonna be Blink and Wanderer. For the defense, it's pretty much the same. We're gonna use Create Barrier for survivability and Parry for additional damage. As for the vitality, we really need a heal on this class since it will eat up your HP and HP potions real fast because of the cost of 1% per second. So those are the abilities. Now, don't forget to turn on the Dark Mage toggle ability. So there. So just put it in your skill tab and click on it. And once it has the red T, it means that it's already working. So still same stats, and there you go. You can see we had plus 200 attack power. And we have 67 attack speed with our buff. So a little bit slower, but let's see if it's consistent enough to beat the Dark Lancer, which is my favorite. So we're pretty much hitting 1-2 to 1-7, I guess. Let's test a bit more. 1-6, 1-4, 1-8. So again, we're not counting the critical hits here. We're just counting the normal ones. So we're still hitting a bit lower sometimes, I guess. But based on what we've been shown on the screen, I guess our average hit or our average damage to monster is 1-6. A bit higher or a bit more consistent than the Dark Lancer. So I guess it's a little bit more powerful if you can actually sustain it. Again guys, the Dark Mage ability needs 1% of your HP per second. So in order to counteract that, we actually need to get at least 100 plus recovery in battle so we can use it consistently without us dying or running through or eating through our MP potion, HP potions like M&M's. So I guess my final thoughts for the two classes, Dark Lancer versus Dark Mage, is if you can sustain the Dark Mage ability, which is 1% of your HP every second, in order to counteract that, you actually need 100 recovery in battle. So if you can actually counteract that, it's a little bit better than the Dark Lancer, which is our favorite. But all in all, both classes are very good in PvE or on grinding on monsters. As long as you can sustain the Dark Mage, it's gonna be a little bit better than the Dark Lancer. But if you're on But if you don't want to run through or eat up your HP potions, I guess Dark Lancer is still a good bet. So my final thoughts on both of the classes, they're both pretty powerful as long as you can have the sustain for Dark Mage compared to the Dark Lancer.